but if you close your eyes.
Hey guys, it's Brooke. Today I'm going to be doing the video ways to save money in cheer. So I did a video kind of similar to this a few months ago and it was discounted cheer products, so I'll link that below. But this is a little bit different. This isn't really products, it's just like money saving tips for cheerleading specifically. So I hope this video is helpful for you guys and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first tip is for private lessons. So if you want to have a private lesson, obviously those can get very expensive. Usually it's at least $1 a minute. So a 30-minute private is $30, but usually they're but usually they're closer to $35 or $45. So a really good tip for if you want to do private lessons is to do private lessons with a friend or two. Usually having a private with 1 or 2 other people will cut the price down quite a bit, cut it in half, or just discount it at least a little. And I found that when I do a private lesson with another person, it doesn't really take away that much of like the amount of work I'm getting in, because usually it's like you'll do some skills and then when you're taking a break or getting a drink or just catching your breath, then the other person can do their skills and you can just kind of like switch on and off, and that way you're like saving your energy and also saving money. My next tip is not available at every gym, but I think it's available at quite a few gyms, and that's to buy used uniforms, practice wear, and warm-ups. Almost every gym I know of uses the same uniforms and warm-ups 2 years in a row, so a lot of times there are people selling their old uniforms and usually those are like half the price. I've bought a used uniform, I've sold my old uniform, and it definitely saves you money. Same with practice wear or warm-ups. Usually when you buy them used, they're like half the price or at least like 40% off, so that's definitely a big way to save money. This next one is super helpful and I feel like a lot of people don't know about it, but it's to join Facebook groups. So like even if you don't have a Facebook, like your mom or dad probably do, but there's Facebook groups for almost every at least large town that's called like buy sell trade. So like if you live in Dallas, there's a Facebook group called Buy Sell Trade Dallas, and it's basically what it sounds like. People are buying, selling, and trading things, and usually in those Facebook groups there's so many people in there, so it's very likely that you can find sports bras, Nike Pros, cheer shoes, cheer bags, and other things that you can use for cheer on those Facebook pages. But there are specific ones for cheer. There's one in particular called Dallas Cheer Exchange. Obviously if you don't live near Dallas, this isn't super helpful, but I'm a part of that Facebook group and people are posting things every single day of old sports bras that they don't use anymore, Rebel Athletic and varsity products that were worn like once or twice, custom sports bras, custom bows that are in great condition that people are selling for really cheap, cheer bags that are used that people are selling for really cheap. Like there's so much stuff that's posted on there. So I would look on Facebook and see if there's any like cheer groups near you, and that will save you a lot of money if you can find one. The next one is specifically I can't talk today. The next one is specifically for competitions, and that's to bring your own food and water. I feel like it's not a secret that competitions really jack up the prices of water and food. At NCA, a water bottle is like $4 or $5. Like it's water, you know what I mean? So I would definitely bring your own water. I would suggest bringing like a reusable water bottle, like a plastic one that you can continue to fill up, that you can continue. Am I just exhausted? I'm getting tongue-tied so much today. There's gonna be a lot of editing in this video. The next one is really more for like parents who are saving money, or if you're someone who drives, but I feel like most of the people who watch my videos are like pretty young and don't drive, but it's to carpool to practices or competitions. 2 years ago, I lived 2 hours from my gym. Every week of the whole year, I had a carpool with someone who lived in my town or close to my town. So when you're carpooling to and from practice, and that's a 4.5 hour total drive, that definitely saves you a lot of money. Same with competitions. If your competition is like a 5 or 6 hour drive and you're carpooling with like 4 or 5 people, then like that saves a lot of gas money. Carpooling to practices or competitions, even if like they're not that far away, will still save some money. The next tip is to go to open gym instead of paying for extra cheer practices. Usually open gym is $5 or $10, and that's usually cheaper than an extra tumbling class. Obviously if it's not a cheaper alternative, then don't do it, but usually open gym is cheaper, so I would definitely suggest going to open gym. And the very last tip is something that I have learned from my mistakes, and that's to take care of your cheer like gear items, cheer stuff. I don't know, take care of your cheer stuff. But for example, try to wash your Nike Pros inside out and hang dry them. Try to wash any sports bras that have like a decal, or it's bedazzled, or it has like gems or sparkles or sequins or whatever on it. I would wash those inside out. Make sure that you're not overpacking your cheer bag. That is something that I did and my infinity bag ripped. And you have to overpack a cheer bag a lot to rip an infinity, and I just overpacked it way too much, so don't do that either. Keep your injury braces. That kind of goes along with this, kind of doesn't, but I would definitely recommend keeping your injury braces just in case you get hurt again. Make sure you take care of your uniform so you can use it again the next year or sell it the next year or whatever it is. Like, a uniform obviously shouldn't be dried. Don't put your cheer shoes in the washing machine. Just stuff like that, like making sure you're just taking care of your stuff basically, and that'll keep you from having to buy new stuff. Okay, so those are all my tips in this video for how to save money in cheerleading. So I really hope this video helped you guys, and I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.